Yo, 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 CPA Strength here, back with another video. Ooh, very exciting video. Maybe my best video yet. Well, that's the hopes of every video, I guess. After 200 videos, let me just give you a little bit resume on why you're like, this guy doesn't know anything. I'm the strongest CPA strength. I'm the strongest CPA in Florida. I'm the strongest CPA probably that you've ever met. And yes, you know me now because you're subscribed to my channel. Subscribe, please, down below. I am a licensed certified public accountant, one of the 500,000 certified public accountants in the United States. So I'm one of them. I'm going into my 7th tax. I've done hundreds and hundreds of personal tax returns, and I've done hundreds and hundreds of corporate tax returns. Corporate tax returns, I guess, not being on the Form 1040 or such. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I have GP. You have entered my flow zone. I had my motivational speaking going on. I can't tell you how long I've been thinking about this board. I mean, a couple hours. I mean, I thought about the video. How am I going to give the most value out of this video talking about S-Corps and such? It's about S-Corps because I find this in my business that everyone always says, oh yes, it's an S-Corp. Oh yes, it's an S-Corp. Oh yes, it's an S-Corp. And really, when I do the tax return, when I say e-file 1120S, it don't go through. And I'm like, what up? You know, and that happens all the time. Or they'll say it's an S-Corp, and I'll say, well, can you tell me some more about it? So that's the thing, anybody who's, I guess, skilled in your career or your profession or a hobby, you know, if you tell something different, like the difference between, yeah, it's a LLC or it's a C-Corp, like, I mean, to someone who doesn't know much about it, it doesn't make much difference, but to me, oh my God, it's everything. What, like, for some reason I get like a carpenter, like if you need like a 1/8 size nail, like a certain like finish nail or something, and I give you like a big jumbo nail, I mean, to me, I'm like, I'm not really a carpenter, I don't know, I'm like, here, a nail's a nail, you know what I'm saying? But oh my God, how much of that am I gonna cut out? I don't know. Anyways, let's do this, okay? A business needs to file Form 2553 to be taxed as an S-Corp, all right? To be 2553 and to be taxed as an S-Corp, to be taxed as an S-Corp, a business needs to file Form 2553. At some point, you need to file Form 2553, and you can't do it when you sign up for your EIN number. When you sign up, that's how you would go to the IRS and say, give me an EIN number. And they say, okay, here's your EIN number. And then that's called an SS4 where you get your EIN number. And then I'm telling you, on the bottom of it, it says, if you want to be an S-Corp, file 2553. Why can't you just start being an S-Corp? I have no idea. Maybe I don't know enough yet. Maybe in another 10 years I'll be like, oh, it's this because of this. I'm sure, but I don't know that right now. I try to be very, very broad-based here because there's so many. And now don't be like, oh, CPA Strength, you told me to do this or that. No, I didn't. This is just general information. I mean, there's specifics to every single case. Not one size fits all in tax. Oh, no, no, no. The thing I'm telling you is you have to file a 2553 form if you want to file an 1120S come tax time for your business. That's what I'm telling you. Now, I think an S-Corp's like the best way to go so you don't get self-employment tax. Now, okay, you're like, okay, you told us to be an S-Corp. Now, Now you don't start as an S-Corp, and an S-Corp files an 1120S tax return. It's also known as I kind of call it, I think, as a small corporation. Because you can't have like more than 100 shareholders or certain stipulations. I just think of it as being smaller, and it makes sense to me. But I guess the real name is subchapter corporation. Now there's a bunch of different ways how you can get taxed as an S-Corp, I'm sure. The two common ways, and I don't want to bog everybody down with all different things, is either an LLC, which is a limited liability company, and what tax form does it file? Well, there's not a tax form that you file for an LLC. You can file a whole bunch of different ones depending on different things. One person in your limited liability company, it would go on a 1040. If there's two people in the limited liability company, it would be a partnership. If you filed a form 2553, you would be taxed as an S-Corp. Then you would file an 1120S. I also want you to notice that this is LLC, Limited Liability Company. That's my business, Dorn CPA LLC. Great name, right? Who is he? Dorn. Is he a CPA? Yeah, it's in the name. Dorn CPA LLC. And so you have to always see where I was going. You always have to signify, because it matters a lot. Like, give me a name. Like, what kind of, a big one or small one? Like, so after a name, it's Dorn CPA. Then it's either LLC, or if I was a C Corp, it would be Dorn CPA Incorporated or Dorn CPA, but it's not. What I'm trying to get at is, this is what my business is. I'm still an LLC. I'm Dorn CPA LLC, and my company, Dorn CPA LLC, filed a form 2553 that said, hey, I want to be taxed as an S-Corp. So Dorn CPA LLC, a limited liability company, Dorn CPA limited liability company gets taxed as an S-Corp on 1120S form. So see, I'm still a company, I'm still an LLC, and I'm taxed as an S-Corp because I filed a form 2553. You could start out as a C Corp, just a regular corporation. There's just a regular corporation. You would file 1120, a form 1120 on that. That's the corporate tax return. Now you say, oh, I don't want to be, this is what happens a lot. This is what happens a lot, is someone will do this. Someone will get an EIN number, and that's with their that's called an SS4 form. We're not, we're talking about 2053. So they'll do that. They'll say, oh, I'm ABC Corp. And then you talk to them and they say, no, I'm an S-Corp. No. They say, no. I told I'm an S-Corp. And I'm like, did you file form 2553? And they're like, yes, I must have, because I'm an S-Corp. I'm like, okay. Can you show me the acceptance form? Oh, that's another thing, because when they accept, when you send them a 2553 form, when you send the IRS a 2553, they send you an acceptance, because they have to accept you to be an S-Corp. Maybe that's why they don't start it out as, I don't know. But they give you a acceptance letter, so, I always put that in one of my files. So anyways, you start out as a C Corp. You say, you know what? I don't want to be taxed as a C Corp on 1120 because that's a whole thing. I gotta pay taxes as a corporation, and it's just it's kind of messy. Double taxation, all this kind of stuff. I don't really like to file Form 1120s because I kind of work with smaller businesses. And that's kind of why they have an S-Corp. You have to have under 100 shareholders to qualify for it. Is the thing. So, if this was the better for although I do have a couple clients I file C Corps for, because see that's the games played. So I've gone long enough to, I hope some of my real world examples helped. I hope this video helped. I just want you to know that to file an 1120S S-Corp for your business, whether your business is an LLC or it's a C-Corp, if you want to file 1120S form, tax form, which I love this one for a business. This is my favorite. This is what I do after being in the game for a while. This is what I think is the best for me. Talking to other people, other professionals. Yes, they do talk to me. All right, so file 2553, federal tax too. Federal. I didn't get to that. This is federal. Sorry. I'm not talking about states because states are different and everything, and I'm talking about filing a federal tax form. Oh, I know what we could do. Let's see, like, so I've been listening to, I don't know if you could tell by my mood or anything, I feel different, like, when I listen to motivational speaking. Like, I listen to the same Big J song from Fat Man Records. I listen to the same, dude, my hair is so weird. I thought, because it's so flat, I thought it was the top of the screen. Looks like I don't even have a top of my head. I don't know, y'all. This haircut's gotta go. I was saying next tax season, the fade's coming back because I can't even be bogged down with this. Anyways, I listened to the same song for my hour workout, and then when I got home, I listened to the same song again for I just had it on repeat for another hour and a half, 2 hours. So probably 3 hours I had the same song on repeat. I love that song. It's a good song. Rip Big J. So it's like a thing with, if I find a new Big J song, I'm like, yeah, because he's passed. He's left us in this dimension. So be easy, Big J. I mean, I just try to be more like you, really. You're definitely one of my favorite artists. I don't even know what to say about the Big J. Oh, so when I find a new, so like I'll search, and when I find a new song, like I found a new song on Dad Piff, so I was like, yeah. So I've been listening to motivational speaking. I'm gonna leave you with, I paused it to start the video, and this is how it's gonna end. But anyways, till next video. I love doing these. This is like my life, one of my flow states. I mean, it's like definitely one of the top 3 or 4 things to do in my life. I'm talking about my life.
And worse than that, don't just like balance it and now get to the truth. I mean, listen, if the truth is you've been trying to get a job for 2 years and you truly have worked every day in a particular industry, and the number of jobs in that industry has shrunk down, and you really aren't getting that job, then you may have to look at the truth.